would just come around and say, well, Eitan, I know that I was acting in a way that Mom didn't approve of, and I know that's why I didn't get my share, and I know that you're respecting Mom by withholding it, because if I come around and I apologize in some kind of a ritualistic way to Mom, maybe Mom, and I don't believe, I don't know if there's a soul up there or not, but I would be feeling I'd be betraying my mother. He can do that, but he has not done that. So
he's never going to do that. He's never going to do that because he needs a prompt. Most people can't think for themselves. They need a prompt.
Well, at the end of the day, who's punishing whom? He's punishing himself.
Yeah, but he's holding a grudge.
No, let him hold a grudge. He's always going to hold a grudge. What am I going to do about that?
Nothing. You're never going to get what you want.
And another thing I'm going to say, this guy, my brother, when I love him, I talk to him now. I got a whole approach with him. I just let him talk. I just sit back.
Yeah.
And he goes on and he tells me everything from interesting things to the most mundane, ridiculous, idiotic things. Because I learned one thing. The guy needs a support. The guy needs his older brother to support him emotionally and show him empathy. So I made that threat. I have gone a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage or whatever you want to call it. And I'm willing to go all the way. Okay? With limits of, one thing, what this guy, this is how. בבקשה. אני פשוט מדבר סליחה. See how Israelis are? Right there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, look, he has lost a lot of money because I found out, although this man has a degree in finance, a degree in economics, a certified public accounting certificate, okay? The whole family knows that he's not responsible with money. He has put all his stock, all his money, all his inheritance, he's taken out of it, he's gone against my father's will, broken his own retirement fund, and he's put money in a very questionable stock that has gone down 95% since he invested.
Jesus.
Yes. You see, he has no money on him right now. His twin brother called me from Chicago. Okay, this guy's living in Beersheba. I'm living in Tel Aviv. That's another thing that's a little bit of a problem here. His twin brother had called me. He said, "Eitan, our brother is broke.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take him in." And he's completely broken. He's lost his mind because of it. So this is the guy that I'm going to give, anything money-wise to him.
No, he can't be trusted. He's a gambler.
So exactly. So there's a lot to it there. My father, who had no bones with him, okay, the big with him, no cross him there, was also extremely worrisome about giving him any money whatsoever. Okay, my father said, I worked hard all my life. I made all the right decisions. I'm going to give it to him to piss it away. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's what's involved. And I am really not a materialistic person. And I am willing to, I've given my cousin I give my cousin $125,000 that I haven't seen yet. Okay? Which is about the same kind of money that we're talking about here with my brother. Maybe even a little more. I have no problem giving money away. Me giving my brother money or not is nothing to do about any love for money or selfishness or that kind of thing. But I think you got a better picture now of what's going on.
Yeah, I get it. He needs a trust fund. He needs to have it doled out just for his daily, allowance. He can't be trusted with any large sums or even moderate sums. He needs the minimum standard of living though. If you
he works a nice job. Again, the guy has a CPA degree. He should be making, what do CPAs make in America? Something like, I don't know, $200,000 a year?
Yeah, it could be 100 to 200, could be more.
Let's say $100,000 a year. He's working as a bus ticket, the guy who checks the tickets on the buses, okay? He's making maybe all told $24,000 a year. Okay? Yeah. He's choosing this life. He's choosing
but maybe he's got mental health problems that are preventing him.
Oh, sir, he will tell you that himself. And he's very, very, what's the word, acerbic? What's the word when he just loves to brutally abuse people? And he wasn't this way. He evolved into this because he's angry about what he did to himself, whether he knows that or not.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a brother, but I know if I had a brother, I'd be able to hopefully get him back on, board with not fucking around.
Oh, I tried that. I actually, when he came to move to Israel, I said, Ron, you're moving with me, and I live in a very good place in Tel Aviv. You know, every Oleh Hadash would cream in his pants to live where I live. Okay, I said I'll give you Hebrew lessons. I'll help you with any kind of thing. You have to go to the medical fund. You have to go to the bank. He couldn't have a better situation for someone who moved to Israel. Mm-hmm. All right, everything was on me. I paid, I gave free rent for 4 years. Mm-hmm. You know what free rent for 4 years in the high rent district in Israel is?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's starting to tick away at what I allegedly owe him. And all I needed was a younger brother. Show me a little bit about the financial stuff that I thought that he knew about. I'm not in the best of health. He could have looked out for me. There were nights that I had to go to the emergency room. He could have been there for me, but he chooses to live in some stupid faraway place like Beersheba for I don't know what reason. So again, I mean, it's very complicated. I decided to take a Jesus-like approach to all this. I have an older brother, and I've always been called on, and I've always done it. I'm an older brother in an immigrant family. Do you know what that means, John? You know what that means?
He's the second in command after your father.
It means that not only is he a second in command, it means I have to teach my parents English. I had to be there for them when they didn't know how to talk to the electric company, read the letters, and so on and so forth. I had to go help my brothers with the homework because my parents couldn't. I was the guy that beat up the kids in the neighborhood because they were fucking with us because we were immigrants' children. You know what I'm saying? My role was always to look out for everybody else.
Where, in Israel or in Skokie?
This was in Skokie.
Oh.
And then when I moved back to Israel when I was 32. But, so I always looked out for everybody, and he'll be the first to tell you that. He's got issues, he's got problems. I always try to bring him in, but he found out it was more toxic. He'd say things that would depress me. He would try to turn my brothers against me. Mm-hmm. He tried to turn family members, uncles and cousins, and badmouth me. Mm-hmm. He's just a very, 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 I don't know what to say.
That sucks.
The Arabs say it's worse to have one enemy inside of your house than 10 enemies outside of your house. So yeah. So again, we all put our nails in our coffins and we all pave our own road. And I'm really trying to work with the guy, but only to the point where it could be damaging.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so you can see why, sometimes bringing the subject up at certain times of the day can be more difficult than others. At nighttime, I just like to goof off, and I go into the rooms because we're not, saying genocide, and we're not saying bullshit things like the Jews own the money and all that crap. You know what I mean? I just, I like Clubhouse because it's that social place, but it's becoming, it is, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a negative neurolinguistic program.
Yes, it has deteriorated too. There used to be cool people out there when it was the COVID thing, and the cool people that couldn't go to work were out there. Mm-hmm. Now all the responsible, intelligent, contributing people are away from Clubhouse, and it's just the direct that's left.
Well, I don't listen to it. I just film it, but I'm basically, I want to block it out as much as possible. So I want,
I'm trying to make that. I gotta admit, I'm someone that was addicted to the app, but and I find other things to do, and it is what it is. There are really good rooms I go into. I don't know if you know Dr. Laird, the physicist. Mm-mm. He's a pretty positive guy. Have you ever been in his room? Mm-mm. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
Having conversations or listening to the same speakers say the same stupid catchphrases, anytime you hear a redundancy, it's like, oh, fuck this. What a waste of time.
I hear you. Yeah, I don't like, and that's what I thought, that I go into a hallway and find variety, but you don't find that. You really don't. Not before, not now. And it is redundant. You're absolutely right about that.
You might as well just listen to an audiobook.
So what's going on in Jefferson Park? What's with your aspirations to run for office? What's going on with that?
They kicked me off the ballot, and I'm a write-in candidate.
Why did they do that?
I didn't have enough signatures, and they challenged everything. So, it's very difficult to run for office because if they challenge a signature, you have to go to that person's house and get an affidavit and have them sign it and get it notarized. They make it so fucking impossible to run that no one can get on the ballot. It's a racket, and these lawyers and judges are ruthless. They don't give a fuck about anything. They just go with the status quo and the standard. If there's a lawyer speaking, they've got the judge's full ear, and the judge is just gonna give you a bullshit summary judgment and say, "Have a nice day, sir. Bye."
Yeah, I hear you.
But
What about those money issues you had? You recovered from that?
I mean, I'm like still in a good position, but like I'm fucked. I'm basically bankrupt. But they can't take my VA disability money, and
Yeah,
but these lawyers ruined my life. They fucking ruined my life. They bankrupted me.
yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, I'm finding more and more. How did Shakespeare say the first thing we do is kill the lawyers or something like that?
Man, this really wealthy guy at Citigroup who was my business mentor in college. I was like, well, I'm thinking about going to law school after graduate, after undergrad. He goes, don't do that. I fucking hate lawyers. You know how much lawyers have cost me? Fuck lawyers. Do not become a lawyer. There's enough lawyers. And I wish I didn't take his advice. I wish I would have gone to law school.
I feel the same way. They were pushing me to study law, and I just didn't want to deal with all that. I'm not a combative guy.
It's a license. It's a license to steal.
Isn't it though? Isn't it though?
They literally stole. They took 2 of my checking accounts. Just bye. No, just total summer. It's crazy.
Yeah, I found out that one of these organizations in Israel that they always advertise for consumers' rights with medical negligence and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That they end up taking 30% of whatever you get for the rest of your life.
Oh my gosh!
That's highway fucking robbery. That's like fucking anti-Semitism verified or whatever.
Is that just in Israel?
Well, what do you mean just in Israel? If you get like medical.
Wait, why don't your brother sign up for Social Security disability?
My brother for Social Security disability?
Yeah, can he qualify? You think?
Well, he'd have to get a psychiatric evaluation, I think, first. And I don't know that he did that, but
well, just to get the trial, it can take you a year.
My brother in Los Angeles is a physician, and he's declared that Ronnie needs it. And I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if he can witness, but he said to me that my brother, is not going to go through. He's not going to want to go through all that. He's kind of like too proud to admit that he has that problem. But had he had that, what they call a disability, he'd probably get only $1,000 a month.
Oh my God! Well, that pays the rent in a room.
That's not really if you think about it, because his rent could be for free, parenthetically, but his rent is something like $500. So he'd have the extra $500 to play with. And I think he's allowed to make another $500 a month or something.
Yeah.
He's allowed to do something. Then people always do things under the table. The guy can teach English or something, and there's shit that he can do.
Yeah.
Another thing in Israel is if you own an apartment, and then again, if you own your own real estate, I don't know if they give you disability. I don't know if that excludes you necessarily.
No, it's all just based on whether or not he qualifies because he paid in, and then the judge determines that he's mentally or physically disabled.
Correct earlier, right? Yeah.
It's disability income. It's not Social Security income from retirement.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
It's a different program, but it's one that he can qualify for if he has a mental disability.
Well, it's something where
it's ssa.gov. That's it. You go on there. It takes you 50 minutes to fill in the application.
That's it, huh?
That's it. And then they have his work history. They know how much he's already paid in, and he could listen. It could be a huge stress relief for him. You never know. Huge.
No,
It doesn't take you much time to do it.
It's all there. It's all there for the taking. You just got to move him a little bit. He's just got to be motivated. He's got to have the right kind of thinking to get there.
Well, get a conference call with him and say, hey, I got an attorney who's going to fill out all the paperwork for you.
Yeah.
And then just put me on the phone and I'll say, hey, Ronnie, I'm on ssa.gov. I'm going to fill in your application.
Maybe you'll calm down then, huh?
Dude, you have no idea. Stress kills, and money, not having money to buy your groceries, not having money to take an Uber, like it fucking kills you. It kills you. The stress.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've been there.
Yeah, it's miserable. You gotta have that monthly vig to at least cover, the standards.
I used to think I would join on kibbutz when I was younger just to avoid all that stress, but I never came around to it. That's socialism, isn't it? I don't know what to say.
I know people that will qualify, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, well, then you just don't give a fuck. You're gonna die miserable.
Yeah. Well, if someone has a psychological profile, I wonder how that affects his, like, can he drive a car? I suppose he could, right? He can't carry arms, though. He can't work like a security guard or something like that.
It's not about that. It's all about the judge talking to the attorney. The attorney says, "This is Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C," and then the judge says, "All right, I find you unable to return to work. You have been granted Social Security disability income by this court on this date. Congratulations, Ronnie. You're no longer this is your new check. Congratulations." Stanley, do you know how many illegal aliens came here and got awarded Social Security disability the day of? It's a fucking scam for these lawyers, for these judges, for these aliens. It's fucking horrible. They have Social Security employees on record saying that they were signing up illegal aliens by the thousands, and they're getting the Social Security disability income for life. They're not even U.S. citizens.
How they let that happen?
Because the Democrats instructed the employees to just go ahead and sign them up, and the judges are all Democrats, and the judges are like, great.
The judges are all Democrats. I agree. What's going on with this anti-Semitism on both sides of the spectrum? There are there Republican anti-Semites? Are they serious?
Look at Tucker Carlson. He was just in Israel. He said Herzog went to Epstein Island. He fucking didn't even know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. That's how I got around to saying it. I am aware that there are anti-Semite Republicans, and there's Tucker Carlson, there's Candace. There's Nick Fuentes, somebody else, I forgot, Andrew Tate, but he's not a politician, right? Is he?
He's I don't know, he's an influencer.
Yeah, influencer, whatever he is. But, it's one thing to be anti-Zionist. They always say this. They're like, oh, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm anti-Zionist. But when you get Candace Owens to take a book out that was an anti-Semitic book written 100 years ago in Germany, you know what I'm talking about, the Talmud? Book.
Yeah.
The Talmudic Jew. Well, you're exhausted. I don't want to hold you then.
No, I know what you're talking about, but it's rampant, and they're the biggest hypocrites because if they were talking about black people, they would absolutely be labeled as hardcore racists.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She is a big hypocrite. But she's, you want to say, okay, I don't agree with Zionism. I don't agree with AIPAC. I don't agree with blah, blah, blah. Tangible, things that you can, provable or whatever, that's one thing. But to take out, a book and say that, Jewish people are this and that, and they have those traits, that's ridiculous. I can't believe we're talking this. How are we talking this way in 2025 or 26? I mean, didn't we have that in America back in the 30s with that, what's his name, Father Coughlin and Henry Ford and the Protocols of the Elders of Zion? How far away are we? That's absolutely ridiculous that we've gone backwards like this.
They're crazy. They're total hypocrite. They don't talk about Hindu nationalists. They don't talk about radicals in Saudi Arabia. They don't talk about radicals in Iran. They talk about the Jews, nonstop.
And you got Tucker Carlson. Again, Tucker Carlson. You want to say I don't believe in the lobby. You want to say I don't believe in this territorial settlement or this. That's one thing. But to take the Kabbalah and to make it look like it's something evil And to say that Jews are behind this evil cabal, or whatever you want to call that, it's absolutely insane. I mean, that's outright anti-Semitism. That exactly is anti-Semitism defined. I don't get it. They're not ashamed of it anymore. You know what I mean? They used to be. Am I wrong?
No, you know why? Because I think they've had every conversation there is, and they find that the extremist conversation and the extremist content is what spikes their numbers and probably gives them dopamine because they themselves are so devoid of God. And if they're going to do this, they're basically saying they're atheists and they're racists. You know?
They are racist, and they're yeah. Does this mean that Jews are losing the grip of whatever it was believed that they had, or are Jews losing the?
No, they're being slandered. They're being defamed. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it used to be a lot more difficult to be able to do that.
Are you kidding me? My great grandparents had to leave Eastern Europe because they were being slaughtered and defamed daily. They came here through Ellis Island, probably like your fucking grandparents or parents, because they were being defamed and literally murdered.
Well, that's exactly my point. That it's gone full circle. There was a time, when the Holocaust and the protocols, and the pogroms, and all this, and that's seemingly like in the 50s and the 60s when things were going well in America. This didn't seem to be that pronounced, but now it's just blatant in your face, probably because of the media as well. Kind of like Marshall McLuhan said, the big medium is the message.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what's going on. Every idiot has a voice now, and everything can go viral. No matter how stupid, it can't go through censors anymore. Maybe it should have. I don't know, but I don't know. So it's discouraging. I'm kind of happy that I'm in Israel, so I'm not dealing with all that shit. But I understand that it's pretty bad. And when I saw during the war that Jewish students couldn't even go to their classes, that's absolutely insane. You can't go to synagogue. I mean, I expect that from Muslims. I didn't expect that from a Christian society.
Yeah, just you can expect the situation to get more and more dangerous because the mind virus is real.
Yes. That's what I was going to ask you next. It is getting worse, huh? It's going to be bad.
If Orthodox Jews and people who are public don't take, total precautions and security, like there's so many nutcases out there that my dad worked for the Jewish Federation in Chicago for 20 plus years doing security, and it's a real serious threat. Like there's a lot of whack jobs, and on Clubhouse here, that's the type of insanity. Like that guy Resistance, he's physically attacked a Jew in the street just for being Jewish, and had to go to court.
Was that Yosef Haddad or was that Norm? So he claims.
No, he just attacked some random guy.
That guy's a nutcase.
I said, why did you attack him? He said, because he's a Zionist in the fucking streets.
Yeah. That's a nut job. He is a real... Wasn't he like a former criminal? Big surprise?
I think Norm knows I guess his record. But that's nothing. It's the jihadists. It's the whack job, illegal alien or, refugee status, Muslim radical young male, alpha male who gets a box truck and decides to drive through a parade or something. Like that's the type of, easy terror that's out there. And, it makes me not want to go to any kind of public events. Like I don't want to be a victim.
The science fiction is becoming science factual. It's just amazing now that they have all the means of communication. Soon they're going to have the weapons to pull off this kind of thing. Weapons are getting more and more advanced. God damn, this is a noisy city. Do you hear this shit in the background?
Yeah, Tel Aviv is fucking noisy, man. And it can get dirty and dusty and it's savage.
Dude, I call people call me from New York. 5 o'clock in the fucking morning, I'm up, okay, having my coffee at the cafe. And you won't believe how much noise there is in the background. People from the other side of the planet say, what the fuck is all that noise at 5 in the morning? Street cleaners come out, the vendors come out.
It can be stressful there, man. Tel Aviv is like...
It's a pressure cooker.
Yeah, it's a pressure cooker there. I mean, holy shit.
Nice looking girls, though. Nice looking women, though.
You know what though? In every major city in the summertime, there's a lot of good-looking women. Every city.
When I was in Chicago and I was putting myself through school as a cab driver, I had people from all over the country.
Yeah.
They're like in the cab. They're like, "What is with the women in the city? So many beautiful women, yada yada yada." You know, I took it for granted, but yeah, you're right. There's beautiful women everywhere.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean. So there's a lot in my uncle drove a taxi. His name was Barton, and he went to Roosevelt. He got his undergrad in business at Roosevelt. Then he went into insurance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, independent insurance salesman till the last day, till his last breath. He was pitching insurance.
Really?
His last breath. The guy was addicted to talking about life insurance policies.
Oh, I know people like that. Life insurance.
He would have people call him up and try to sell him oil rights, and he would say, "Well, have you thought about getting a life insurance policy?"
Oh, that's wonderful. I have a new tactic now. When they call me, I'll just go on the attack. I'll find something to sell. That's cool.
I would say, "Are you serious, Bart?" He goes, "It's called a reverse sale." I was like, "A reverse sale?" I was like, "You got to be shitting me."
You have an interesting life, John.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate that, I didn't die in Afghanistan. I'm lucky I didn't die in Iraq. I mean, there's 15,000 Americans died overseas battling these cocksuckers. And, for what?
For what, at the end of the day, huh?
Look at all the young men that died in Gaza fighting these, Hamasniks. Young men. I mean,
Oh, I know. I had a cousin that died. He was only 19 years old. He has life ahead of him. Gifted student that wanted to be a medical doctor and all. I just know too many people that their lives changed because of this war. They've gone out there, they came back, their wives left them. All kinds of shit that that the goddamn fucking media is not going to talk about. Because all they want to do is make this David versus Goliath shit and make it a story, and genocide, absolutely. When I hear that word, I fucking lose it. Not because it's like I'm on the wrong side of the history on this one, but because it's absolutely ridiculous. The reasoning is ridiculous. It's outright lying. It's not a genocide. You know that, and I know that.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's like genocide is like what happens. That's the label afterwards, and so they're just using an extreme word.
Hyperbole.
Yeah, it's hyperbole. Yeah.
And I've had discussions with this. I don't know why, but that what's her name? I think her name's Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go through this. Let's see why you think this is a genocide. And in the middle, she just stopped. She's like, well, I don't want to do this. It's a genocide. What the fuck? If I had belonged to a people like the Armenians or the Native Americans or the Cambodians or a Holocaust survivor, I would be offended that the word genocide is being used like water, like toilet paper. I don't know. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, it's a war of words. And the other thing is it really comes down to like your mental health. And the words that you're consuming, so that's why I say I want to film these people, but I don't want to listen to them.
Yeah, I hear you. It's become not taking it personally, but it's just like the time. If you're not gonna take it personally, if you're already distancing yourself, why would you even want to go in there? I mean,
well, that's it. See, the human voice is so sticky. This is the perfect hypnosis because it's real, it's dynamic, and it's But the thing is, it's like after so many years, it's like fuck. I can't keep listening to the same stupid people say the same stupid shit over and over. It's like a show for Amir. It's like his.
Yeah. Every now and then, I say to myself, because I do a little writing on the side. Okay, I keep it to myself the writing, but I'm on more material, so I get onto a Clubhouse. I hear the craziest things. Jesus spoke Yiddish. That was a good one. There was a few other ones that was up that vein. ridiculous stuff, you know.
The human brain is so good at creating controversial statements to gaslight the opposing party.
Yeah.
They will think of a new gaslight a million different ways. It's limitless.
You know what bothers me more than that? You know, if somebody knows he's gaslighting and knows that he's trying to get under my skin, I'm not. You know, I don't feel because he knows he's doing this. He knows what he's doing. It's the ones that do not know that scare the fucking willies out of me. You know, it's the ones that really cannot distinguish. 75% of the Armenians that were unarmed, they got wiped out. They use the word genocide, and what's going on in Gaza? I'd say genocide. And that's the ones that really, really fucking. I don't know what to do with them. You know what I mean?
Well, there's nothing you can do. It's just like these people aren't teaching meditation. They're not telling their audience or their fellow speakers to go within to solve these problems. They're not doing personal development. They're doing hardcore, radical, extremist politicking.
That's a good point. It's a very good point.
They're not your friend. And as El Normo pointed out to me, these people fucking hate you. They want to kill you. And it's like, holy shit, you know what? You know, like, fuck these people, but at the same time, like, you want to monitor them, but I don't know, I'm just at that linguistic point where I'm like, I want to control what I hear, what I say.
I hear you there. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not good for your mental health. Look how I impacted you just by bringing up your brother. You said you couldn't even fucking go to sleep. You're like, you couldn't stop thinking about it. It's because I injected a mind virus into your brain, you know, and that's part of what I want to teach people is like, you know, we are our well-being can be dramatically impacted by what we listen to.
Yeah.
It's not healthy to go into Amir's room and listen to that bullshit because they're the ones suffering from the mind virus and they want to spread the plague. You know, the syndrome, they want to share the infection. That's what gets them off. That's what makes them feel better about themselves, you know, and pulls them out of their own depression.
That's true. Yeah.
I spend a lot of time reading books here, and if I didn't do that, there is no way I would be able to counterbalance the radical hate and nonstop stupidity because it's brain rot what these people say. It's not based on the law. It's not based on justice. It's just based on, you know, basically propaganda, hate, misinformation, disinformation, and, you know, pathetic behavior because all these people are exhibiting patheticism. It's not, you know, intellectualism. They're just basically wasting their time and your time. So shame on them and mock them and insult them. But don't, you know, participate with them because they pull your own psyche into their toilet. Be the master of, you know, it's the king of Clubhouse and like, you know, you can't let people manipulate you. And that's exactly what they can do. Because you think you're coming in all sincere and, you know, they're just out to destroy you. They're not out to, like, get to understand you. They're not interested in knowing your worldview or opinion. And none of these people ever talk about the law. They support the terrorist attacks on October 7th, and they claim that that was a military attack, not a terrorist attack. And they're supporting hardcore piratism and Islamic jihadists. They know it, but they just don't care anymore because they think that the Israelis, aka this Zionist entity, as Amir loves to say, this Zionist entity. Oh, okay. You mean the state of Israel, which is a Jewish country, you know, Jewish majority. But it's not. I mean, how many Arabs do you meet every week? How many Arabs do you see all the time? You probably see Arab Israelis all the time.
I do, actually. In many places. You see them working in the hospitals as doctors. You see them as dentists. You see them as even a lawyer. I see them everywhere. I see them at the cafe, everywhere. And they don't express, even, you know, at the grocery store, they work there. And I have a friend that works at the grocery store. She got the what do you call it? The Worker of the Month award. They completely incorporated, and you see them everywhere, and they're your friends. You don't know them as Ahmed. You know them as a person.
Hi, Stanley. Hi, Lord.
Hey there.
Now you sound like you learned in Shiva.
What?
You sound like you learned in rabbinical school.
Well, this is Ski. How we doing? I haven't talked to you like since the previous Messiah was crucified.
Yeah. You know, my rabbi said a God that can die is supposed to be stoned.
Stoned. Well, we'll offer him the finest reefer that we have. That's the way he's gonna get stoned by me. Wait, what's going on, Ski? Where are you? You there? Was he out? What happened? Did you throw him out?
No, I think he left, but I just got a cup of tea. Oh, he's in the other room now.
He's a nutcase. He's such a troll. Hey, Strength.
Ski, what up?
I was reading an article about a guy that was married to a bipolar wife, and she was stable for many years, but once she used to start going on Discord or Clubhouse, he knew she's having a manic episode. What do you say to that stat?
I think bipolar is like an index. Some people manage it well. Some people, when they get stressed out, their manic behavior flares up. And so it's all about really controlling your environment, controlling your stress. Otherwise, you're going to become manic and start, doing manic type of things, saying manic type of things.
Strength, do you come from a Jewish mom and Jewish grandmother?
No, my mother's gorgeous. My father is Yiddishkeit. So I'm a Mishling. I'm a patrilineal Jew trying to build a patrilineal Jewish state on the Mediterranean, what used to be called the Strip.
But I see you have a Yiddish cup.
Funny.
Yeah, everybody's all about this matrilineal Judaism. I'm like, what about the patrilineals? Can't we have our own state?
The patrilineal Israeli state. Piss.
I call it JPAMK, the Jewish Patrilineal Ashkenazic Mishling Kingdom.
There you go.
JPAMK.
Mishling.
Who said your mother had to be Jewish? Let me see it written down in a book somewhere.
You see, now that drives me nuts. That's the theological bullying of the Jewish narrative. We were a tribe first, but who cares?
Yeah, it bothered me, when I was like immature about it or, lacking understanding. Because basically it's like, how much do you understand God? It's not about, is my mother Jewish? Is my father Jewish? It's how much do I love God? How much time do I spend studying Torah?
Absolutely. It's in the heart. And that's what God cares about, is the God.
If you want to be more like God, you've got to study God.
That's interesting. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, all these people, oh, my mother's Jewish, you're culturally appropriating my family's faith and religion. It's like, do you want to join my book club? Because that's all I care about is my book club.
Yeah, it's only the most ignorant that are the most vociferous. They just sad. Yeah, what about the book club? What's going on there with that?
Well, I'm in my library right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have almost 20 bookshelves in my house now.
Oh, yeah?
The woman who has brought all these books to my house because I bought them all on eBay, I gave her 10, not 11, 10, not 9 as a Christmas gift.
Oh.
I've been studying Kabbalah. I've been
studying Kabbalah. What authors are you reading? You read Berg or something more Sholem?
No, I'm reading a medieval Jewish rabbi called Eliphas Levi.
Oh,
but it's like I would say it's more like British Kabbalah, English Christian Kabbalah. But I think he had to pretend he was a Christian to get around the censors in the 1600s.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. That's what they had to do. What do they call them? Conversos, Moranos.
Yeah, he was Spanish.
Yeah.
But you know, the aristocracy loves astrology.
Aristocracy loves astrology.
Yeah, Kabbalah is basically astrology in a way. You can.
Well, there's a lot of astrology in Kabbalah. Yeah, I'm not doubting that.
Yeah.
Or Kabbalah, I think, but I'm intrigued by the workplace. I love language, so you know, a lot of this gematria stuff is kind of cool. You take it for what it's worth.
Well, I got this. There's this one Jewish guy from Beverly Hills named Dr. Paul Foster Case. And when I was living in Los Angeles, I was in an antique shop and I picked up a book called The Secret Keys of the Tarot. And the tarot is all Kabbalistic.
Yeah. Now, where was this again? It was in San Francisco?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, a bookstore, you said?
An antique shop.
Antique shop, no less. Okay, interesting.
But I bought a lot of his books. And
what's the name of the author?
Paul Foster Case.
Oh, yeah.
And he has this temple in Los Angeles called the Builders of the Adytum. It's still there.
Okay.
Do you know what the pattern on the trestle board is?
No.
Read this. Let me get it for you.
Nice, man. מה קרה? גרמת? הבנתי. אתה רוצה קפה משהו? שתית? תכף אני אסיים איתו. אתה הולך להגיד לך משהו? אוקיי, בבקשה. אני פשוט אסיים איתו, זה מחו"ל. הלו?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, look at my PTR, and I'm going to send you the link. But read that out loud. It's a meditation.
Okay. I'm gonna save this 1 second. All right. The patterns of the trestle board. All power that is here now. Yeah. Very, very cool. Listen, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I got somebody that stepped in here. I got to be with them for about 15 or 20. You gonna be around later, or you can call it night?
Yeah, I should be here in 15 minutes. I'm going to put the link as well. But you can also just Google it. It's called the pattern on the trestle board.
For me, I don't know how long this is really going to take.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, be well.
Okay, good talking to you, and have a good Purim. I hope you. I bought a ticket to go to Chabad for Purim.
Oh, great. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, likewise. Okay, talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Take care, bye.
If you look, but that's a prescription. That's calling you to respond in a way. It's not saying if you don't, you can't like.
No, it's not a call. It's not a call. It's not a call.
If you love me, keep my commandments.
That's not a call. It's not a call. It's actually saying 1 plus 1
Jesus
equals
is not
2.
prescribing to follow his commandments?
No, I don't think it's a prescription. I think that it's something that follows naturally and organically. If you love me, you will keep my commandments.
And why does James warn of a dead faith if it's already organically going to happen?
Yeah, so that's not loving. You're not loving.
But you said it'll organically happen. So how can you warn of a dead faith when that's just not possible?
No, I don't think that's not what I was saying.
James, he warns about having a dead faith. You're saying a true faith is always going to result in. So why does he give a warning about it When if they have true faith, it's just going to naturally happen.
The true faith is loving Christ, is keeping His commandments.
That's what I'm saying. Why does James warn of a dead faith then if it's naturally going to flow? Wouldn't James' warning imply that it's not naturally going to flow?
Faith if it's naturally going to. Why does he warn? I don't understand your question.
Okay, if it naturally flows, why does he give a warning as if saved people can fall into it?
If doing good commandments naturally flows, why does he give a warning of what?
Why does he give a warning about a dead faith? He says, but someone will say, you have faith and I have works. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I will show you my faith by my works.
By my works.
So that's warning the church. Hey, make sure you're having works with this.
Yeah, he's saying, you have faith, or I have faith, and you have works. So that's saying he's saying you guys don't love Jesus, because if you did love him, I will show you my faith by my works. I'll show you my faith by my love.
But if it's automatic, what sense does this warning make? It's not irrelevant.
Well, the warning is exactly the refutation that I'm trying. I'm not trying to refute you to get you, but honestly, this is a refutation of your position.
Okay, is that a relevant warning to anyone who has saving faith?
Is that a relevant warning to anyone who has saving faith? Well, saving faith is what he describes as, I will show you my faith by my works. That would be saving faith, is by my works.
No, he's talking about faith without works is dead. Is that a relevant warning? Is that something that a saved person is susceptible to?
A saved person shows their faith by their works.
Are they susceptible to a dead faith? Is that possible for them to have?
Is it possible for someone who loves Jesus and shows his faith by his works to have a dead faith? No.
Can they fall into a dead faith if they don't discipline themselves?
Can they fall if they don't show their faith by their works, or they choose to turn away? Yes, they can fall into a dead faith.
Okay, so then it's not automatic. It's something that requires discipline. In other words,
it's not automatic. If you love Jesus,
you can't say it'll naturally follow. Then it won't naturally follow. You need to discipline yourself.
So you need to discipline yourself in order to have faith.
Yeah, Paul even talks about disciplining yourself. Wait, not in order to have faith. In order to have a living faith, you need that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so then it doesn't naturally flow. You need to do so. Are you saying? So, are you going to revise that? What you said about it will naturally flow?
I said that it wasn't a call. It's like an organic flowing of your love for Christ, meaning you love Jesus, therefore you follow his commandments.
Okay, when James gives that warning, is that under the assumption there are some people who do have faith but are lacking works?
Gotta lay off the pizza. Mantis.
Well, I think that we would have to obviously go into the nuance of what it would mean to have faith but lack works. What is that faith?
A dead faith. He calls it a dead faith.
So now we'd have to go into what dead faith is. So that's gonna get tricky.
It's a faith with
works is not a salvation issue, guys. If you've got true faith in Jesus, all that works and to live a Christ-like will just come naturally. The Holy Spirit.
Right, that's what I was trying to say. But so I guess what the argument or contention would be is,
Well, you think a book is gonna read itself?
How could it be? Then again, the warnings in James don't even really matter because that wouldn't be relevant to anyone who has a true saving faith. But you just said no. You can fall into a dead faith even when you have living faith.
Well, you can follow. Yeah, you can follow it. Of course, you can.
Oh, you said anyone who's truly saved is going to have works follow.
Yes.
So then that can't happen to them. How could they fall into a dead faith if their true faith is always going to result in good works?
Hello?
Because their true faith is stemming from them keeping the commandments. So
there's a prescription.
The work is coming first. Right? The work is coming first.
Then it has to be a prescription to keep yourself.
I think we have a failure to communicate.
What?
I think what we have here is a failure to communicate.
We might.
That's a movie quote from Cool Hand Luke. Hello?
So, anyways. Last Supper. So that's my point. Then so I just want to know: will it naturally flow, or do you have to discipline yourself? Because those are not the same thing.
Well, are you trying to invoke the Holy Spirit? You can't just like snap your fingers and get the Holy Spirit to come. Hello?
Yeah, well, I think now we have to go into like certain specific situations, like certain contexts of different people. I mean, I don't think that question is just like something that you can generally answer for everyone. Everyone comes to faith. I mean, it says you come to faith by hearing, right? I mean, we have to interpret it in light of all the scriptures. And,
Okay, can you resist saving faith? Can you refuse it?
Can you refuse it?
Yes.
I would have to get back to you on that one. I have to think about that one and actually go by what the scriptures say. You know,
because if not, you're affirming what like the Calvinists believe with irresistible grace, and it seems you would believe in perseverance of the saints too.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know about that one because that was. Can you refuse saving faith? I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Can you lose salvation?
Yeah, I definitely believe that you can lose salvation.
Then how couldn't you refuse saving faith?
Refuse saving faith.
What would losing salvation be like that?
Because we're treating faith like it's an object that you're catching out of the air, and I don't think it's like that.
No, it's just can you have had it and then no longer have it?
It's not like a football. It's your faith. It's something that is obviously.
So I lost my set of keys.
No, but I mean, just let's use Hanlon's razor. Like you know what I'm. Well, no, I'm sorry, Grice's razor. Like you know what I'm saying by this. Like I'm not saying like an object. I'm just saying, can you have done it and then stop doing it? Can you, of your own volition, choose to stop doing it?
Yeah, I believe that. Okay,
then you believe you could lose salvation. That also means you could resist saving faith.
Could resist saving faith.
You could choose to not exercise it.
What would you describe as someone receiving saving faith in the Bible?
The belief.
Okay, can you give me an example of someone receiving saving faith in the Bible?
Yeah, when they hear the message of Jesus Christ and believe on him.
Okay, so when the Lord Jesus sent out the apostles to heal the sick and raise the dead and proclaim the good news, proclaim the gospel, were they saved?
When he raised the dead
when he sent the apostles out.
And then what?
And he says here. I don't have the.
What, the people believed on their words? Yeah, they would be saved.
No, the apostles themselves.
Maybe not Judas Iscariot, or maybe so. But for the rest, yeah, I could definitely say yes.
Okay, but that's hold on. I think it's Mark chapter 6, verse 7 to 13. Then he called the 12 and began to send them out 2 by 2, and gave them authority over the unclean spirits. He charged them to take nothing for their journey except a staff, no bread, no bag, no money in their belts, but to wear sandals and not to put on 2 tunics. And he said to them, whenever you enter a house, stay there until you depart from there. And if any place will not receive you, and they will not listen to you, when you leave, shake off the dust that is on your feet as a testimony against them. So they went out and proclaimed that people should repent. And they cast out many demons and anointed with oil many who were sick and healed them. Okay. So they cast out demons, they healed people, and they proclaimed the gospel to them.
So what's the question?
So Judas was there.
Judas Iscariot?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't think
he healed people. He did miracles by the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. So
he has the Holy Spirit.
Point of order, moderators. Can I ask you a question? Is Judas a saint? The one that betrayed Jesus?
No, because we have hymns that we sing which says he lost his place. He was lost forever. So we don't make a judgment on his soul because the church never damns anyone, but we can say that. I mean, obviously, we don't hope anyone goes to hell, but like he was replaced, obviously, and he lost his his spot. So
I mean, I got a picture of the Last Supper, and it says Saint Judas on it. Is it talking about the same Judas?
No, it's a different century.
Texas, I got really hurt when I saw you left. Last Supper, what's the deal? Are you coming or not?
I'm having a conversation.
Oh, man. So I thought Christians don't lie. You just said in 5 minutes I'll be there.
Did I say 5 minutes? Did I say 5 minutes? I don't remember if I said. I said 5 minutes. Let me go to his room for a little bit. If you guys are still here, I'll come back. Okay, no, this was a good conversation, Papa Kratos.
I appreciate it, man. God bless you. So
You gotta look up the liturgy of Saint John Chrysostom or Saint Basil. They're the same. They're pretty much the same liturgy.
Man, is there a specific section you want me to see in there?
No, just honestly, just look that up on YouTube. The liturgy is just look up honestly. If you look up Orthodox Church, how they do it on Sunday, that's what it is.
Go ahead to God's lawyers.
Just look.
Where did God's lawyer go to law school, and did you pass the bar yet? Hello?
Lord, you're invited. Listen, I'm not a lawyer. I'm nothing. I want to be educated on this Trinity, this Jesus stuff.
If I go in there and you don't show up in 2 minutes, I'm coming back.
Wait, Insufferable, are you there? Is he there?
You want to know about God? Why don't you just read the book, lawyer? Supposedly you represent a book. Why don't you just read the book yourself? Hello?
I've never read it in all my years.
Some people want the Holy Spirit to come, but they're not even willing to read the Holy Spirit's book. Hello?
Oh my God. Oh, tell me about this Holy Spirit, please.
It's all powerful. It's all knowing. It's everywhere. It's pervasive. It's intuitive. It's galactic. It's universal. It's omnipotent. It's omniscient. It's unlimited. Hello?
You believe Jesus is your God? Yes. Lord? Lord?
Hello?
Don't get quiet now. You were just saying you're okay.
Bro, your boy Last Supper just went over there. Go in debate him.
Okay, all right. All you guys are welcome, by the way.
Come back. He says he's gonna come back.
Ribono Shalom.
Right, yeah, well, here's my honest question. Why do we allow these fucking Jews up here if they're going to act like this?
Whoa. Why do you have to put an F word in front of the J word? Jesus. Where's your Holy Spirit? I don't, in a word, don't you know what, the Jesuits say? They say, in a word, be a saint. It doesn't sound to me like you're very saintly. Sounds to me like you're a little angry.
Nobody cares what you have to deal with.
Oh, really? Are you projecting onto me the fact that nobody cares, about what you have to say?
Says the one projecting, but hey,
There you go, projecting about projecting.
This is John Kitover.
Hey, it's the skiff. It's the White House attaché, the point of contact for everything. Oh, she can barely string a sentence together. I'm sure she worked at the White House as an intelligence operative. Here she is trying to out the Lord with that cute red hair and that black and white photo. You're not fooling anybody, E.
what the fuck is he talking about?
You're insufferable.
Good.
Jesus is God.
Amen.
Amen.
Did you have a question?
When Soul Backlight is, and please block him. He records every.
Excuse me? This room's on replay, E. Your black and white photo is not fooling anybody, Catfish. We all use dating apps, and whenever a woman uses a black and white photo, we know to swipe left.
Here, I'll take the replays off of that.
Why would you turn the replays of Texas, bro?
Because she wants to ask a question and.
Oh, that's fair. Wow, that was actually a really good conversation.
Okay, no one cares about your stupid debate about.
Papa, don't worry about it.
Doesn't it automatically save the?
No,
No.
I thought it automatically saves. That's that feature. She has a question.
Papa, what are you writing, a new Bible? You ain't got to worry about
Hold
it.
on, Lord. Let her ask her question.
No, I didn't have a question. I literally just wanted to state because I heard his voice and he is insufferable.
Who, the Lord?
That's his name. Accurate.
Are you talking about the Lord?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the Lord or insufferable? Jesus. Can we get a straight answer out of you? Hello?
World Cups.
You put in the room.
Good.
Nah, I've been chilling.
Sure, yeah.
The Old Testament.
Yeah, that's fine.
And the reason why I was even asking this question is because if Jesus and the Father, if Jesus came here to be about his Father's business, and he comes in his Father's name, then we can understand that his Father's business would be in the Tanakh and Torah. That's why I'm asking you, because I have read both the Old and the New, other quite ripping books, including the Apocrypha. So that's why I asked you if you could show me or help me understand where Jesus learned about this Trinity.
Sure. So now, before we go to this verse that I have from the Tanakh, are you familiar with the miracles of Jesus?
But is this a book, or are you talking about
in the gospel? In the gospel, yes. Like he calmed the storm, right? He claims to be the one from Jacob's ladder, who was standing at the top of the ladder. So, with angels ascending and descending upon him. Just he raised the dead. Just like some refreshers. He heals the leper. He spits in the mud, and he creates eyes for the blind man.
Water into wine.
So I just wanted to premise my answer with that. And so, could you read for us Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4?
I'm actually in the middle of making CMOS at the moment. Okay. Could you read it for me? I'm definitely listening now.
Did you get that from Dr. Sebi?
No, I don't. Okay.
I was just wondering. He just made that popular, so I was just wondering. But all right, Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4 says, "Who has gone up to heaven and come down? Whose hands have gathered up the wind? Who has wrapped up the waters in his cloak? Who has established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is the name of his son? Surely you know." So this would be the Father testifying of the Son.
You mean of Israel? When he actually said that's his begotten son?
Yes, Israel is his begotten son, and Israel is also a title of the king as well. So the king can be referred to as Israel, so we can refer to Christ as Israel. And actually...
Hold on. Let's slow down here, because now what you're doing is you're conflating.
I'm conflating. Hold on.
The reason why I'm saying, hold on.
Well, you gotta let me land. You gotta let me land, right? So if I'm conflating, then you have to show me where Israel wraps up the waters in a cloak.
Did you even answer my question? Let me go back to it, because I don't even remember. I don't even know if you remembered my original question, because I don't want us to, get distracted from that.
The original question was, this is his only begotten son, Israel.
No. My original question was, could you show me where Jesus learned of a Trinity? That was my original question. I was waiting for you to show us that. But you went way far there, and I went there. We kind of got a little bit distracted. And I went to back.
I told you.
Where was that book, chapter, and verse?
I told you that question that you asked me was indicative of someone who's never read the Bible before. Because Jesus didn't learn about a Trinity, he reveals the Trinity. He reveals the nature of God. You didn't learn about a Trinity. That means that you never read the Bible before.
Jesus, he must have had a library somewhere. Do you think Joseph had a bookshelf in the house?
So again, I was wondering.
The Father's in him.
Really? So where does the Father say that? Where does the Father say that Jesus is in me? Where does he say that? I'll wait.
Well, everything that the Father does, he does it through the Word.
Oh, okay. And if that's the case, could you show me book, chapter, and verse on where he gave his word about Jesus Christ specifically?
Yeah, it's called the Book of John.
Well, I just.
See, God doesn't speak there, Lord.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you heard. I was actually talking to last. I know. Hold on, last supper. I know exactly what
black woman with a green bean. She's all powerful. She got the Holy Spirit inside of her. Hello?
So with that being said, go ahead, last supper.
Yeah. So I went to Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4.
Yeah, and you're talking that was about Israel. Yeah. Where the Father actually named him as his begotten son.
Okay, so Israel. Who has gone up to heaven and come down? Who is that about? Did Israel come down out of heaven?
What are you speaking of, sir?
Hello?
Proverbs chapter 30, verse 4. Who has gone up to have it come down? And did Israel come down out of heaven?
He the third person to bring up this.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused too. Did Israel come down out of heaven?
It don't say.
Said, take ye away the stone.
Remember, we were buried in sepulchres aforetime. So they had a stone in front of his sepulchre. Go ahead.
Martha, the sister of him that was dead, saith unto him, Lord, by this time he stinketh, for he hath been dead 4.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm trying not to swallow my spit. Hello?
Think of yourself with clear.
Hello?
He called her something that I don't think he wants people.
Well, I won't play that part. I want to play it for the other Persians.
I can send it to you.
Yes, please.
Bro, play it, Prince, play it.
Joey. I can't play it.
Doesn't.
I don't, my phone is messed up. Joey, in
Jack.
English or in German? Joey.
1 second. I'm looking for it.
Is it the one when he mentions all the countries?
Not the one where he mentions all the countries. He talks about, why he needed to fight the Jews back and drive them away because they were basically
We're talking about Uncle H.
Yeah. Like he was explaining himself and then they translated. Huh? What's that thing with the...
That's funny.
Yeah,
he mentions Palestine, the whole congregation starts laughing.
There is no Palestine.
Why did they laugh?
Because of the British occupation. And of course, it's
And also there is no Palestine.
That's why they were laughing. Okay, shut the fuck.
That's why Mikhail's not gonna summon you.
But Hitler did make it to send them there.
Yeah, it was a temporary deal with the German Jews, but I think Alfred Rosenberg made it clear that this wasn't a solution for all of Jewry. Because they knew exactly what their plan was, which was to go back to Palestine. They didn't support that project at all.
So what was the meeting with Al-Husseini about? Do we have any records?
So obviously that's not true.
Okay.
He was making things up for no reason.
Okay. Did you even know who Al Rosenberg is? Excuse me. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
No, but what you're saying is not true, so it's go from there.
Okay, tell me why it's not true. Watch this, guys. Watch this.
I don't know what to answer that question.
This fucking guy, bro. I was sitting talking to this guy.
Yo, rat, David.
Are you guys playing clips or what? What's going on?
Oh yeah, friends, go ahead and play the clip you want to play.
Hello? Why do I keep being ignored? Should I just be a fucking bitch? For now?
What is your question? What are you trying to say? Okay, go ahead.
I don't like you. Stop talking to me.
Whoa. Oh, suddenly I like Coco. Oh my god, no Black Rabbi wants to talk. Bro, it's a clown show tonight. What the fuck?
Alright, Prince, link in the
We
chat.
can only do one at a
Prince,
time, though.
link in the chat. That's it gives you the full context of Hitler's speech and why they all laughed when he mentioned Palestine.
No, okay, but I meant the meeting with Al-Husseini. Do you have any substantial?
And how do you know what's AI and what's actual real?
Oh my god, this video, come on, this video was posted 14 years ago, not 8.
The Husseini video? No, I believe it. I mean, we know he traveled to Berlin to meet Hitler. But you know, it's interesting that Hitler would even meet with Husseini. Like, he's not of any diplomatic stature.
He's foreign, bro. He's the opposition to the British in the Middle East.
Would that warrant the Fuhrer himself to meet with him? I mean, keep in mind, we're talking Germany, 1941. Right, we're talking.
Yeah, but he's going up against the empires. He met him in North Africa too, bro. Hitler was going after wherever they were at. He wasn't just doing Europe. Egypt, everything. Algeria.
Okay, I want an honest assessment right now. Who in this room believe the world would have been a better place if Hitler won the war?
The world would be a better place.
Nah. This might be shocking. Yeah, I think the world would have been a better place.
What's your evidence for that?
Well,
is it just main? Okay.
Yeah, I think communism would have never had the foothold that it had in Europe at the time, and there wouldn't have been an exportation of communism if Nazism was the bulwark that prevented it. I think even what's his name?
Kind of system would have the Nazis built?
Well, look, it's not. I'm not talking like an absolute victory, but I think what's his name? General Patton even sort of iterated the same thing about how we fought the wrong enemy and how we could have, at the very least, used the Nazis as a bulwark. Yeah. Look, you know what? I do take that back because there was General Plan Ost and all these programs to want to ethnically cleanse Eastern Europe, and I mean, Hitler had his own imperial ambitions, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, they say World War II is the good war. I mean, look at what had transpired after World War II. A lot of bad things. Set a precedent. The American Empire replaced the British Empire. What's that guy's name? Bernard Baruch.
You guys talk about the past because you really don't have any real independent thinking or any real imagination.
We're talking about hypotheticals here.
Yeah, but why not hypotheticals for the future? It's the past. You're holding on to it.
We talk about that.
Okay, here's a hypothetical for the future. You ready?
Achoo.
Prince knew exactly where I was going with this.
I have ideas. Like, really, you're very disruptive sometimes on stages when we're having a serious conversation.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's why I put you down yesterday, and then you left.
All right. I don't remember.
No, you tell us, Black Robert, what do you think would have happened if Hitler won the war?
It'll be no America.
What's going to happen to America?
Actually, I just read an article that attacking all white thinking.
There's an echo. Hold on.
Yeah, and I circulated around the Jewish community. No one said anything yet.
Joey, what do you you think would have happened if Hitler won the war?
There would be a world with fewer Jews.
Yeah, there definitely wouldn't have been no Israel.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. So.
But like, tell me, no, I want to know, what do you think the world would have looked like? Technology development, the economic system in the world, trade, would there be a global system? What do you think? Or would the Nazis?
The goal was to, well, Hitler, his policy was Lebensraum, right? So he wanted to conquer all of Eastern Europe, going into the Ural Mountains. Because even Hitler understood what
Not Hitler.
He understood what the British ambition was. And this is sort of the hidden grammar of both World War I and World War II. The goal was to prevent any forging of alliance between the Soviet Union or just Russia and Germany. And this is still very much the foreign policy of the Americans, right? This is why the United States so vehemently opposed the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. So if you can meld German innovation with Russian natural resources, that's enough to isolate the United States and possibly dominate the entire world. It's called the Halford-Mackinder thesis. Hitler also understood this within his own paradigm, which is why he believed in conquering the heartland. So Eastern Europe was the goal. And if he could conquer Eastern Europe, take the oil fields in Romania, get the breadbasket, which was Ukraine at the time, and conquer the European part of Russia, then he felt he could rule an empire from there. I think that the goal was Germania. I think that was the name he wanted to use. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? People say Hitler was an agent because of, they say, there's a lot of people who say that Hitler was an agent of the British because he attacked the Soviet Union, and which is exactly what the British wanted. I think Truman said something to the effect of, if we see the Germans winning, we ought to help the Russians, and if we see the Russians winning, we ought to help the Germans.
So what if Hitler didn't fight the Russians and didn't break the non-aggression pact?
Well, that's the thing. The operation is escaping me, because initially, a lot of people don't know this, before the invasion, before Operation Barbarossa, the Soviet Union was the primary source of energy for the Nazi war machine. They were the ones that were helping the Nazi war machine with their resources until, Hitler double-crossed them. And Churchill had planned on preemptively bombing the Soviet Coast. And if that were to have happened, we'd
be down. That's it. And it's my lunch man around.
I'm not gonna do that, Juice. I'm good.
Just say you was only kidding then.
I ain't doing anything wrong.
So you meant everything you said, even on the chat about things? Like, you don't mean that about Mel. Like, you fuck with white bitches. You can't say that. You gotta apologize, bro.
I love all of y'all.
Right, but so then you don't put stuff like that. You don't mean that.
What y'all do to me is unfair. Y'all never apologize to me about wrong shit that y'all do. So I'm not.
So now, ain't you the elder, bro? So you going to for that now? You going to for that? You're supposed to be the elder. Look what kind of example you said.
Respect is weird.
Come on.
Respect is weird, dude. Respect is weird, dude. Just because you're an elder don't mean that I don't demand my respect too. People
An elder not supposed to go tit for tat, bro.
No. And I left it alone. All of y'all jumped on me. And I leave it at that. I said it many times. I apologize. I already said it. I said, y'all got this. It's good. And y'all made jokes of it. It's just fun and games. It's jokes. I laugh. Everybody just jump on OG Clubhouse and call me this and call me that, and I'm supposed to sit back. Nah. Hey, I try to support. Y'all made it something negative of me supporting. Y'all switched it up and turned it to what it was not supposed to be. So, no, I'm not going to apologize to nobody when I try to support. And it goes that way, so it is what it is.
It sounds like to me you're in your feelings as an OG. That's why, you know, I don't know. Are you in your feelings, OG?
Man, what I know was right. It's not about feelings. I supported, and it was told to me it wasn't the right way to support. It was negative. I'm like, all right.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty, because I wasn't in the room. What are you talking about specifically?
If you talk to your brothers and your sisters, they will explain.
No, I'm asking you because it feels like your efforts. It seems like your efforts keep coming up short, and I'm just the observer. I'm not trying to get emotional with.
It's not emotional. You've been talking your shit about me too. You was not in the room when they went down, and I get it. But there's no need to explain it to you. You know how this family moves. And I said, fam, I'm not going to...
Exactly. So when I read the chat, I'm very confused because why would you disrespect my sister who actually invited you into the room like that? That's crazy to me. That's weird to me. But it's there on paper.
When I read the chat, I don't give a fuck if it's on paper, but when I read a chat when you don't even know what really went down.
Because that's my job. Hello, I'm the secretary of the chat. I'm the secretary. Juice. One pause. Juice. Am I the secretary of the chat?
I wouldn't even expect you to understand my point. I don't expect you to understand my point because you're going to always take the family side against me. So I get it.
Nah, it's not about sides because it's they. Are you a they? We're us. We're us and a them. It's always us, never them. And if you're a they, you're saying that you're not part of the bloody bunch. So just say what it is. Juice, are you hearing this? Just say what it is.
That's not a reality. Everyone came across me the wrong way. They felt I said this, I said that. I ain't say nothing wrong. And it was just pulled in.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Duck season. You know what I mean? Everybody's getting called out on their bullshit. And as a secretary out of the chat, I'm calling you out on what you put in there. It's disrespectful. So apologize.
I ain't apologizing about a goddamn thing because I ain't do
yeah, okay. There we go.
I donated and niggas want to take my donation as something negative? Come on, man.
I'm moving you to the trunk.
So you get the fuck down there, pussy.
Oh, too late. Sorry.
You doing here, you crying, pussy? Don't fucking cry. Fuck out of here with that shit. She said for you to apologize, bitch. That's what the fuck you do. You apologize, pussy. Look at you like a female, like you doing shit that females do, pussy. Look at you.
She confronts him.
Out of control.
a whole G clubhouse. Cause you's a hoe.
Going around in real life and on the app looking for love. You're just an episode of looking for love on the app. And now you're just looking for belonging. And you're stuck in 89. And we're just trying to like help you grow. Yikes.
Juice, he was right. He said something about 6 months. Some people ain't gonna be here. Look, he's talking about himself.
He was talking about himself all the time. It's crazy. Yeah.
Now look, and we down there sitting on this punk pussy right now.
Real punk pussy.
Like literally SOS with no phone from the trunk. That's crazy.
Cut that nigga Wi-Fi off from the trunk. He can't write nothing.
Niggas take the tablets from me. Take the tablets.
That's a fact. Tablet gone.
See, now niggas took your tablet now. Look, you see? Niggas gotta really treat you like a little nigga.
do what they do. Rob, I'm gonna text you, bro.
I want my
But that's the thing. We're walking out at the same time, trying to get some shit done.